Welcome back. College is a great time for teens to learn how to manage their money responsibly if they haven't started already. Hopefully they have, but if they haven't, chances are most of their spending will come through the use of a little plastic card. And here to help us with managing that as parents, Potential Magazine publisher Pam Mashburn. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
This is a very important thing. You want to make sure that your teen has money if they need it, but you also want to make sure they know how to manage that money or whatever account they have.
Right.
When it comes to cash versus plastic, what do you recommend?
Right. So yeah, Potential Magazine went out there and talked to some different parents and even talked to the colleges and said, you know, as we're transitioning them to college, what do we do? And one of the things, you know, the kids say cash. No, we're not doing cash. The problem with cash is they can hardly keep up with their wallets and their credit and their phones.
They lose money. Oh.
Well, and how do I track it? So
Yes.
this is based on the fact that you are giving them money. If you're giving them money, now if they have their own money, they can kind of do whatever they want.
Of course.
But one of the things we did find out is in the state of Alabama, you have to be 19 to set up any kind of credit card or checking account or anything like that.
19 years old.
19 years old.
Okay.
So as parents, that's a great thing because that means we have access to it. So we looked at one. The first one's debit card.
Yes.
You know, and really, even going to the gas station, you almost need a card for pretty much everything.
Sure.
So debit card, it's easy. It's based on a checking account or savings account. And once the money's gone, the money's gone.
Yes.
And you can keep up with it, and you can get checks if you need to. But it doesn't build up a credit history. I heard some parents say that. I'm not real worried about a credit history at 19, so we're not worried about that so much. But I think the bigger risk is if they get it stolen as a debit card, or if there was some sort of scam going on, you could lose a lot of money
And
that's
it's
in there.
pretty easy for people to use that if they find it. A lot of times they're not going to ask you for ID. You just can use it, swipe it, as long as you are able to get the code. That's the thing
exactly.
about it.
And you know, the only other thing on the debit card is that is the swiping piece, but you can also have them, like if you have a job, one of the things we wanted to talk about is if you have a job, they can direct deposit it.
Yes.
So that is a good thing to know, and you can keep up with it. But if they sign up for stuff online, this is a great watch out, and the Mashburns experience this.
Okay.
If you sign up for something online and use a debit card, if you don't have enough money in your account, the online people don't know it, and then all of a sudden you've just bounced.
Yeah,
and it's like bouncing a check, $35.
So you got fees, and they add up really fast.
And the ATM, that was the other thing.
Yeah.
So talk to your kids about go to CVS and buy a pack of gum and get extra money if you need money, but don't keep using that ATM and racking up those fees.
Okay, so that was the debit card. Let's talk about the prepaid card.
Prepaid cards are great because you can't overdraft. They're, you know, but the only bad thing is every time you as a parent want to put money on it, you have to pay a fee. So you're talking $4 or $5 every time you want to give them money. I don't like that.
And that's one of those, like a green card or something,
the
green dot that you can buy.
And you can get them at Walmart, and you
Yeah.
have to pay like the $5 for them, and you can keep reloading them, but they're making a lot of money. So I'm not really that about that.
Okay, and then what
Then the
about
other
credit
thing
cards?
is credit cards. Okay, so like let's say you have a Discover or MasterCard, you can sign up so your child has a card.
Okay.
That would build up credit history, and the nice thing is you can set a limit and say they cannot spend more than $500 or whatever it is. But if for some reason if they were responsible for paying it back and they didn't, it's all you. You're all responsible for it. So one of the things that we did talk about is I talked to some parents when their kids are teenagers, they will buy the prepaid card so they can get used to using that credit card. And if they're out somewhere, they can actually, we don't have to worry about them not being able to, you know, get a ride home or use it for whatever emergency
it could be an emergency card. All right. Well, good tips there. Again, it's all in Potential Magazine, and you can also find it online.
Right, potentialmagazine.com, and there's even more advice out there. We just really touched the iceberg.
Yes, just the tip of the iceberg. Check this magazine out, and you can find more about it. Great articles in here.
Thank
it's so
you.
good to see you.
So good to see you too, Tanya.
Pam Mashburn with Potential Magazine. And did you know